Yeah. I know y'all love my intro video. So I'm about to go ahead and let it ride out. Go ahead, producer.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it. Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales.
Okay, there we go. Hey y'all, it's Sam telling tales. What y'all doing tonight on this beautiful Monday, last day of September, huh? So everybody who is in the building thus far, y'all go ahead and y'all tell me hey over in the chat so I know that you guys are here. You can also go ahead and start sharing this live right now. We have a great author guest on this evening, and so you don't want to miss anything that he has to say. So you don't want your friends to miss it either. So make sure that you go ahead and you share this video right now wherever you're watching it. And wherever you're watching, please make sure that you have shared, liked, and subscribed to Tam Telling Tales because we do this over here. Okay. And we don't want you guys to miss out. We want you to get notifications and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys are excited about tonight's author, about tonight's book discussion, because I know that I am. Mr. Keith Kareem is in the building. He's waiting on you all. So I hope y'all have your questions ready for him. So although we will be talking about his book, which is the ICU Reading and Social Networks September monthly read, which is Time Doesn't Stop for Broken Clocks, we are still going to have opportunity to talk to him just about him and different stuff that he's got going on. So if you got some questions outside of the book, I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to him about that too. All right. So we do have Sam in the building. She said, hey girl. How you doing? You see my hat? Can you see it? See the light kind of hitting and you can't see what it say. But you see that read a book. It match your shirt you got, Sam. You see that? Hey, okay. All right. Just so y'all know, shameless plug. I do have hats and t-shirts for sale. So if you guys want to read a book, shirt, or hat, y'all can definitely hit me up so we can make sure that you can grab you up one. Okay. Now we have gotten to about 4 minutes in, and I think this would be a fine time for us to go ahead and bring on to the screen the man of the hour. Everyone, please say hello to Keith Kareem Williams.
Hey everybody.
What's going on, sir?
I'm good. I'm excited. I can't wait to. I love your intro. It's so fly.
You
Yeah,
like that little
I
beat?
do.
Give it very
Yes,
comfortable,
you ain't
right?
seen me yet.
You was backstage. I didn't see you, so but we may have to play it again later on in the live. So if you want to do like a little vibe, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you that opportunity. Just let me know when. I'll
All
do
right, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Sam made sure she said hello to you as well. Keith Sam said hey.
Hey.
You said that. Now, just can you see the comments on the bottom of the screen?
No.
If no, can you see that
Well,
one?
I see. Yeah, I see. I see the chats popping up though.
Okay, bet. All right. I just
Yeah, I
wanted to
can
make
see it. Yeah.
sometimes, depending on the device, you may or may not. And I just wanted to make sure I knew if I needed
Okay.
to make sure I read them out to you real good. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. Um, no, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Here we
this.
go.
What? Like, can you act like you know me a little bit? Like, you said that, like, here you go. Like, what is that supposed to mean exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Wait, say that again.
What does that mean exactly when you say, "Ah, here you go"?
No, I know this book.
See, you don't even know where I'm about to go right now. Okay. So
Okay.
listen, we like to get to know our guests a little bit over here, and
Okay.
so we start off with a game of we usually start with some type of game. I might switch it up every now and then, but on today, I want
Okay.
to play the game preferences with you. How that sound?
Okay.
Okay, so all
That's
you got
all
to
right.
do is
Let's go.
tell me
Let's
which
get
one
it.
you prefer. Easy, right?
Okay.
Okay. And Ebony said, "Hey."
Mhm.
So first off, we're gonna keep this simple. iPhone or Android? I'm sorry.
Android. Android.
Fair enough. All right. A laptop or a desktop computer?
Desktop.
Laptop
Desktop. Yeah.
or SUV?
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Drop
Mm.
top. Drop
Okay.
top.
All right then. Beach house or cabin?
Cabin.
Okay.
Cabin. Cabin.
All right. You got some team androids in the chat, just so you know.
Hmm. All right.
Now this one might be a hard one. Let me tell you what usually happens, right? If you was like in
Mhm.
studio with me and you chose not to answer one of these questions, you have to take a shot. Okay. But
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
let's see. So this might be one of those. We about to see. Writing or reading?
Mhm. Ooh. Mm. I have to take a shot on that one.
You would have to take a shot.
I would have to take a shot. I would have to take
Dang.
a shot.
See,
I really, really, really love both. I would have to
gotcha.
take a shot.
Okay. All right, that's fair enough. Now I'm gonna tally up these shots that you gotta take. And best be for sure.
You got the
Next time I
estimate.
see
I
you,
got
I'm gonna be
you.
like, yo, take it.
I got you.
One down. I just marked my book. So don't think uh a paperback or e-read.
Paperback.
Okay.
I still like the feel of a book, and I'm one of those. Yeah, I still
Okay.
prefer
I feel
paperback.
you. I am too. And I think I know the answer to this next question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Okay,
Paperback or an audible?
paperback. Still,
Hmm. Yep, I
still
got
paperback.
yep. All right. Okay then. Um, would you prefer to watch a sitcom or a crime drama?
Mm, mm. I'd have to take a shot. That's
Shot.
two.
Okay, never I'm marking my
That's two.
hey,
That's two.
right now. That's
Because it
two
depends
shots.
on my mood, you know. Because it depends on my mood.
Okay.
Sometimes I need to laugh, and then sometimes I'm more serious.
Oh, okay. Well, yep, that's two shots. Okay. Next up, Steve Harvey or Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Bernie Mac for sure. Yeah.
Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle.
Mm. Patty LaBelle.
Oh, okay.
Patty.
All right. Thought I might have had to put you down for another shot. Okay. Jay Z or Nas.
Oh, Hove. Brooklyn. Hove. Jay-Z for sure.
Okay. That could have still been a hard one, but okay. All right.
You know what it is? That's like a recurring since the time they both came out. It's been a war between even me and my best friends, Jay-Z or Nas.
Mm,
So I already
okay.
knew the answer to that one in my head.
Okay. Fair enough. Tyrese or Tank.
Tyrese. Tyrese.
Okay then.
Tyrese. Tyrese in the days when I was bachelor, no kids, and yeah. Tyrese held me down.
Okay.
Signs of love making. What? Yeah. Tyrese held me down.
Okay. All right. Next one. Keisha Cole or Ashanti.
Ashanti.
All
Ashanti.
right. Mm-hmm.
Rain
Okay.
on me. What? In the car
Yeah.
in the rain? Y'all
Listen.
kind of not getting along and it start raining. What?
Listen. I feel it. However, what I will say is, Keisha,
Mm,
baby, love.
mm.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what?
Yeah, she
All
was
right.
turning
You know
club up
what?
to this day with that one.
All right. You know what? That's a shot. That's a shot. I forgot about that. You're right.
Yep. Oh, shot.
That's
Boom.
3 shots. That's 3 shots.
There you go. You up to three. Oh, you about to be on your tail, sir. You about to be on your tail. Okay. Um, LeBron James or Kobe Bryant?
LeBron James. LeBron
Okay.
James. And not because Kobe wasn't great. It's just at the time when Kobe was playing, I wasn't. I was life was life, and like I wasn't paying attention to sports. So I'm more a LeBron guy.
Gotcha.
There was a whole period where I wasn't really watching it. So yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Hmm.
I'm a LeBron one too. So
Hmm.
Air Maxes or Jordans?
Air Max.
Okay,
Air
then. A
Max.
little comfort on your feet. I understand.
Right?
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
Cause look, keep it. If we keep it 100, Jordans don't always be that comfortable. I don't
No,
know
they
if it's
not.
more. Okay. All right. I don't know if it was me or what, but them wasn't
Right.
the most comfortable shoes. And I'm getting to
No.
that point in life where I'm about to buy me some Hokas. So I don't know how you
Listen,
pronounce it, but baby, I'm for
I
comfort.
I never thought I would get to the point where like I gotta go run errands, and I'm like, man, which one of these old sneakers is the most comfortable? Where my gray sweats at? And I'm outside.
Listen, it's we there. We there. This is how you know somebody is over 40. You over 40, ain't you? Yep.
Yes,
See, there it
yes,
is. Okay.
yes.
All right. Um, dark liquor or light liquor?
Ooh,
Taking the shot.
mm, mm. That is a shot because it depends. That's
Okay.
four. That's four.
All right. Dang. Ooh, you're gonna be drunk. You're gonna need a designated driver. Oh, I hope you ate because if you run out your stomach with this, oh, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Ask those. I'm not gonna ask those. Tubi or Netflix?
Mm. Netflix. Netflix.
Okay, fair enough. Facebook or Instagram?
Mm. I'm gonna be drunk because I like both. That's another shot.
Listen.
I can
All
hold my liquor though. I can hold my liquor though.
right. Well, we're gonna make sure we got some crackers and some bread on the side just in case. All right. So I don't want you to get too toe down. So I'm gonna ask my last question. It's a very easy one. I know
Okay.
you're gonna get it.
Okay.
Tam telling tales or any other platform.
Oh, Tim, for sure. Tim
Hey,
telling tales, for sure.
boom, there it is. And then you're gonna go to the next platform. They're gonna ask the same question. You're gonna be like, "Yeah, of course,"
Yo, for sure.
as you should.
nah, but for real though, I like your show. I do. I do.
Thank
It's interesting, it's lively, it's upbeat. You know what I mean? I do like your show.
thank
So
you.
when
Thank
you
you.
see me
That's
lying,
mm-hmm.
just know, you know what I mean? It's
Okay. Oh, listen. Sam said she's gonna get some chickens and some French fries. You be fine. Yeah.
She said what? Say that
She gonna
again.
get you. She gonna get you some chicken and some French fries.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Please.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was fun. I feel like I know
Okay.
so much more about you. Hmm. And we're going to continue to learn some more. So, for
Yeah.
everybody who is coming into the chat right now, we are here with author Keith Kareem Williams, you guys. And this gentleman is the author of the ICU Reading and Social Network September book selection. This is also our anniversary book selection
Yep.
as well.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It's 14 years. I didn't even realize. Oh, my goodness.
Mm.
Ugh. Mm. But the name of the book is Time Doesn't Stop for Broken Clocks. And so, all of you who are in the chat who have read the book, hopefully, you guys have done your reviews of it. If you haven't, then of course, we're encouraging you to do so. And if you're in the chat and you haven't read it just yet, make sure that you grab up the book. We do spoil during our book discussion, but I can assure you that by the time you get done hearing us chit chat back and forth, you're going to want to read it for yourself. So, there's that, right? Now, Keith Kareem, do
Yes,
people
ma'am.
like just call you by like Keith or Reem or Keith Kareem? Like, what do people usually call you?
It's weird. They usually call me Reem.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
and then I have people who like I went to school with, or they me as Keith. They insist on Keith, but I don't really like Keith. I prefer Reem. Reem
You
is
refer.
fine.
Okay, now what if I was like Keith
Yeah, I
Kareem?
prefer Reem.
Can I say Keith
That's
Kareem?
cool too.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want.
Okay. It's just Keith Kareem. It's I like how it rolls off my tongue. You know what I mean?
Like I
It's
roll
Keith
done.
Kareem.
All right.
See
I
what
like the
I'm
way you say it. I like
saying?
the way
Okay.
you
Then,
say it.
speaking of how people say stuff, let me tell you something.
Hmm.
Folks love a New York accent, especially us Midwesterners. We love this accent, sir.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah,
like it. Like it a
it's
lot.
weird because I don't hear it for people who love your accent. Yeah, I don't hear it.
Okay,
But
so
also,
hold the line real
it's
fast.
is is
Hold the
uh
line real fast because
mhm.
we might have a connection situation. You
Okay.
are breaking up,
I'm breaking
and
up. Okay.
yeah,
You want me to leave and come back?
you know what? For some reason, when you just did that, no, you just froze up.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
I'm
try.
good now or still?
See, now you moving around. I can see you kind of good now.
You can see me moving around and stuff? Okay.
I just heard you good then. Okay, you must have been
Okay.
saying at the internet then. Like I don't know what was going on. I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Okay.
Yep. Okay. So
All
here we
right.
go.
So we good.
We
Okay.
good right
So
now.
you're saying
It's
about my accent.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't hear it, but other people hear it. Yeah.
You don't? Okay.
Mm-mm.
So then, when you hear someone like me talk, do
Yeah, I
it
hear your accent. As I would say
really?
you have accent. Yeah.
I would have never
Yeah.
thought.
It's nice though. It's nice.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's
And
and
we
it's
all think
weird
that.
because even my ears, I could tell sometimes if depending on how they talk, if a person even from New York, if they're from Brooklyn, like me, or the Bronx, or Staten Island, or Manhattan, it's different.
Oh man. What I don't know if it's this conversation about the accent, but it started going out again. We cannot have this because I am ready for a great conversation. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah,
Um, let's try you going out and coming back
and
in.
coming back in.
Yeah,
Okay.
just check just to make sure like it ain't nothing crazy going on. I'm there we go. Okay. So in the meantime, while he is doing that, we want to make sure that we have us some good conversation because I mean the accent. We don't want to miss any of that. Okay. So, everyone that is here, don't forget that we like reviews on the books that we read. So, everyone who's a member of ICU Reading, or if you're someone who has just read the book, make sure that you have given your review of the book. Time Doesn't Stop for Broken Clocks by Keith Kareem Williams. He is our guest on this evening. He stepped out for just a quick moment because we want to make sure that we can get all of the technical issues resolved. We want to make sure that you guys can hear the conversation that we're going to be having with him on this evening. And we want you all to be able to participate with us when we talk about the book in detail. Now, with him being gone, I can go ahead and I can just kind of like say a couple of things that I want to say about some of the characters in the book because book club. we had our conversation at book club meeting over the weekend, right? But see, let me tell you what happened at book club sometimes. So it be so many of us. We ain't seen each other in a minute. We excited to see one another. We got all kind of stuff going on in our lives, and we get to talking about other things, and then we get to talking about the book. We be so excited. Everybody got an opinion, and then we got to like time ourselves so that everybody get a chance to talk. But see, what happens now is this my platform, so I can say what I want to say for however long I want to say it. But Keith came back, so now I guess I
All
gotta have
right.
it
All right.
back.
Am I back? Is this better?
Yes, you're back. This does look good.
And this is better. You
Sounds
can see
good
me
too.
moving and everything.
Yep, you moving and all of the things.
All
So
right. You
I
know what
get
I did?
back.
I changed my browser.
Okay.
So hopefully that's what it was. Okay.
Okay. Because it looks like things is going well right now for us.
Okay,
Let me
good.
tell you what I was telling them while you was gone.
Okay.
I said, when we have book club,
Hmm.
everybody has their opinions, and because we on a time restraint, everybody got to be limited in what they say, and we got to be quiet while the other person talks, and it's just it's so disrespectful, you know what I mean?
Right.
So now that on my platform and everything, I just kind of get to say what I want to say, and I mean, I might
Yeah.
go over to the comment section and let people get their opinions, but for the most part, it's gonna be me and you.
Okay.
Okay. But in the meantime, you guys, I will share some of the time with Keith with you all. So be sure to put your comments and your questions down in the chat, because in approximately 7 to 10 minutes, we are going to get started with our book discussion. But before we do that, we want to talk with you, Keith Kareem, about just you. So
Okay.
tell us about Keith Kareem Williams, the man.
Well, um, I've been a full-time author since 2010. When I wrote my second book, I quit my job.
Yes.
Um, Took a leap of faith, jumped out the window, didn't have no savings, spent all my money and bought books to force myself to make sure that it worked, right?
Mhm.
And since then, I've been writing and raising my kids. I've been a single dad for a while. Sometimes single, sometimes not. I always kept my profile as single, just so I don't have to change it. So I ain't got to change it back and forth,
You ain't got to explain nothing to nobody. I understand. Oh, I understand.
right? Because you go through those time periods where everything is great, and then you go through the time period where you got to go back and delete all the pictures.
Yep, that part. So I'm just not gonna post them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So yeah, and then
Yes.
to a certain extent too, I'm private. You know what I mean? I despise like when things go left and it becomes like kind of like a public thing. Cause
Yeah.
I'm old school, right?
Hmm.
Remember the times when you stop talking to somebody or you break up and you never saw each other again?
Hmm.
Like that
No
was it.
social media.
Now it's like we walk around with ghosts because of social media. They checking your page. They know sometimes they know more about what's going on with you than you,
Yep.
right?
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of this era, but yeah, so I kept a lot of things like off the internet. But what I always loved was I made the decision for a few reasons. One, because I was getting older. I was gainfully employed, but I wanted to really see if I could make a career of my writing.
Hmm.
And the longer I stayed was the more comfortable I became. And it dawned on me that great things don't happen always in comfort zones. Hard. You have to step outside of what's familiar and what you've always done for the greatest things to happen in your life. You have to take a chance. So that's what I did. And I'm glad I did. The kids were always proud of me. When I would go to school, they're like, "Oh, you're Guy's dad, you're Kelly's dad, you're the author." And so that always felt good.
Aw.
Yeah. So that's like, aside from like my books, I'm like a dad. Like I'm a dad. So when people ask me like to describe myself and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I sometimes I put author first, sometimes I put dad first, but being a dad is what I would say is the best part of my life. Now I'm trying to get rich because they grown. So now I'm focused on money. I don't want
I was gonna ask you
right?
how old are they?
Yeah, they my daughter's 21, my daughter's 21, my son is 24.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got some grown babies.
Grown babies, right? So now, we have so much fun because we can have adult conversations and hang out and stuff like that. But it's like it's a nice balance.
Mm-hmm.
They're off living their life, so I have more time for me because I really didn't in the beginning when I was a single dad. I tried to balance like really like still be like I was a single dude, and I'm like, nah, you can't because you're not paying enough attention to your kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So
Canva.
now
Heard that.
you caught that right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
now it's like I kind of have more time to start doing me. So
Sounds good.
yeah,
Um, I ain't even gonna ask you right now. We gonna get to the book conversation,
all
and just
right,
know I'm gonna bring that back up.
okay.
Just know that, okay? So, now when you are reading,
Mhm.
not your books, but other
Right.
authors, who do you like to read?
Mm. I used to read a lot of the mainstream stuff, like anything I saw that was popular. Oh, this is hot, this is popular. I'll pick it up. But now it's hard for me to say because I read a lot of independent authors on purpose
Okay. Yeah.
because I know what it's like, right? So
Mhm.
and there's so much talent. It's like the K.R. Bankston, Teresa P. Patterson, Keith Gaston. Um, I don't want to leave anybody out. That's why I'm scared to name them sometimes, but that's just
Gotcha.
some of the ones that's. But there are so many that I was even thinking about, you know, um, doing something weekly on my Patreon page to showcase them
Okay.
because they don't get enough shine, and just because and the talent is there. So I always beg, readers to not just read the mainstream stuff that's popular, if it's good, but give a lot of independence a chance too. I'm not
Absolutely.
telling you to force yourself, but there are some incredible independent ones. So I have separate bookshelves. I have bookshelves with stuff that I pick up in Barnes and Nobles, and then I have so much pride in that collection. A collection of authors that I've met that if you make it on my bookshelf, you're dope.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because I do have books that I'm not gonna like everybody, but the ones that I really enjoy, they make it on the bookshelf.
Okay, so if you read a book and you don't like it, you don't put it on the bookshelf. What you do? But you just donate it.
Nah, I leave it in a box. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Because I still appreciate it because it's a relationship. You know what I mean? That I built and I formed with another author. But it's just if I'm not a fan of it, then I'm like, all right, cool, because everything is not gonna be for me,
Right.
right? So
Right. I get it.
yeah,
Okay. I'm looking at this time and I'm feeling like we right here at it. It's the 7:30
okay,
mark.
it's,
And
it's
you
about
know,
that time.
we like to spend us a good portion of this interview discussing the book. So
Okay.
without further ado, we are about to get into our book conversation about Time Doesn't Stop for Broken Clocks. And so, everyone who is watching, if you want to go ahead and put your questions and your comments down in the comment section, you can start doing that now. All of you who are watching, if you have not read the book, just know that we do spoilers over here. Okay. We read the book. I read the book. So I need for us to do spoilers. And if that's a problem for you, I'm so sorry. But you
Sounds
can you can always, come back to this after you've read the book. Go grab you up a copy. And come back and then you can watch with us, okay? All
mhm.
right. So you guys, I'm gonna start off with asking Keith to just give us a synopsis of the novel.
the, of the novel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna break it down and tell you what was going on when I was writing. So I wanted to tell. This is one of the more like personal. I'm sure you could tell. It
Mm-hmm.
was one of the more personal books that I've written, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted to do was I I didn't want to write a typical romance. I wanted to write something that was messy, that was complicated, more difficult than it needed to be, right?
Yep.
Because it just seems like that, like that's the way it is, and I think it reflected what a lot of people go through dating now,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I
So
said.
yeah, that's it. It's a reflection of it, right? And then I always wanted to show that, the title, even the time doesn't stop for broken clocks. Whether time is going to keep moving on, whether or not you like it or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could stay stuck in your thinking. You could stay the world keep moving with or without you,
Yeah.
right? So time is also and it's an important thing to me because a lot of people worry about money, 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 money. Time is the most precious thing that you have. And if you knew how precious every day, every hour, every month, every year was, I think a lot of us would live differently,
Mm-hmm.
even especially when it pertains to love and relationships and who we have in our lives. So I hope I without because I'm still in author mode where I'm trying not to give out spoilers, but I hope that's
Oh,
kind of did I answer that well?
you did. I mean, a little bit, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? But
And then he got these three
it's
women in the
fine though.
book.
And I think maybe
Yeah.
because I know that these were the same things that I said about the book, doing a review without giving away too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, you did. But I said we're gonna be spoiling and everything. So my little quick little semi-spoiler synopsis would be: we meet our main character,
Yeah.
Keon. He is in midlife, you know what I'm saying? He's a super grown man out here living his life as a single man, trying to figure life out, trying to figure these women out, and we just ain't making it easy for him. Huh?
No.
So he is juggling between these three women at these different points in time.
Hmm.
And just watching all of the, like you said, messy and complicatedness unfold was a journey for sure. And
Hmm.
the book definitely is going to piss you off in all of the best ways.
There you go.
Bam.
You crushed it.
Bam.
You crushed it.
Okay.
You crushed it.
So again, for you all in the chat, if you do have questions, go ahead and start putting those in there. But in the meantime, me and Keith Kareem, we are about to talk about these characters because I'm looking at these names.
Hmm.
Keon,
Hmm.
Keith Kareem. It's giving a whole lot
Yeah,
of K. It's
I
giving
did.
a whole lot of
I usually do a better job of hiding in the pages.
you didn't have nothing.
I've gotten the ball on that one.
You didn't have nothing, sir.
Yeah. No.
Okay, because in a minute I'm gonna ask you like, so what's the real name for Gracia? Because it's given that this is a real life person that you have dealt with.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Is
of
it
the
pronounced Gracia?
huh?
Is it actually pronounced Gracia?
No, yeah. Yeah. You got it. You got it.
Gracia.
You pronounced it right. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm scared to say her name though, because like
Go
I
ahead.
call her name up. It's like Beetlejuice.
It's okay. It'll be fine. You could just block her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
like
but there was a real, I had a real situation like, and what it is it's confusing, as it was in the book, I'm sure,
mhm,
because you look at the dynamic between the two characters and you say to yourself, why aren't y'all together? Like it just doesn't make sense. It's almost like resistance for the sake of resistance.
mm,
But a lot of times that's I didn't understand it until it was way over with, and fear stops a lot of people from really being in situations that maybe they should be in.
mhm,
You know what I mean? And I just feel like let's say you were heartbroken before. Um, to not give the next person a chance, or to not explore things to see where they could go, you actually let the person that hurt you before, or the people that hurt you before, win,
You know what?
because now you're a prisoner of what they did,
You're right. You're right.
right? Right.
Yeah.
So you can't let fear rule you. Yes, caution, of course. You see red flags, so you like, all right, I've seen this before. But if you can't let fear stop you from living your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The
And that
best revenge, the best revenge for people who've hurt you, if you seeking revenge, or the best thing is not to allow them to affect the rest of your life. Like, that's when it hit. I was like, that's crazy. Because I was like that. We're human, right? You've been through bad situations. I'm a
mm-hmm.
single dad. And for a long time, you allow these things to stop you from moving forward, right? And one
Yeah.
day I said, "That's crazy. You're a prisoner of this. While you involved with this person that's trying with you, right? You
Mm-hmm.
go, oh, but this happened to me before." And the person that you had did whatever they did, they live in their life. You sit here worrying about that. So yeah.
Mm.
So I wanted to give that kind of like show that. And I'm glad that people saw that it was messy and got upset. Because what I always want people to do is, okay, make sure that in your life that nothing that you're doing resembles that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see what it looks like from the outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if getting people upset was the goal, then you definitely made it there.
Hmm.
Was pretty upset, but you know what? Now reflecting on the book and the things that you just said,
Hmm.
maybe because sometimes we kind of recognize ourselves in it a little bit, and it pisses
Hmm.
you off, and then you have to sit back and be like, "But remember that one time in your life when that was you?"
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Whew. God has brought some people a long way. I ain't saying that that's
Yes.
me, but he has. Okay,
Yes.
he has definitely done that. So, um, writing these characters, who was your favorite and who was your least favorite?
Um, my favorite was Keon
Of
because I
course.
felt for him. Of course, I felt
Oh,
for him. Right. But the rest I would say is almost equal. Sadia I really love too because she was like hope. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
it's let's see what happens with this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the other two were kind of like Gracie and Georgia is like that's the place where you were stuck and the things that you probably shouldn't have been stuck in,
Yep.
right? So
And that's so real though, because
I've
if
been
you've
there.
been out here dating for any length of time, then you have probably had you a Georgia moment, a person,
Yeah.
a Gracia moment, a person, and
Hmm.
hopefully you get to your Sadia moment.
Right, because the thing, one of the things that I wanted to show too, and I'm sure y'all sort of like, and the title echoes throughout the storyline, is that people, you and someone will be, you'll have a relationship, you guys will break up, you'll stop talking, whatever. People will pick right back up in your life as if you're supposed to be right where they left you,
Mm,
right? So
mm,
that's another theme that I wanted to put in the book. And sometimes you find yourself that way because it goes back to what I said before. You're not moving forward. You're kind of stuck trying to figure out what went wrong in the other thing that didn't work. And you're trying to figure this out. Is it me? Is it them? Is it something I'm doing? And you just stuck. But time, and so you like a broken clock, but time doesn't stop. It's gonna keep on moving. So yeah, that part. Did I answer the question?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay.
did. You did.
All right.
Keith Kareem,
Mm-hmm.
can I tell you what pissed me off the most
Sure.
in your book?
Sure.
And some people are probably not going to even like think that it was even that big of a deal.
Okay.
But the fact that she went to work after
Oh.
this man had confessed his undying love
Mm-hmm.
and had this seemingly raw sex in this bathroom with this man who
Right.
had already played her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was mad.
Oh,
Hey, me too.
mm,
I was mad about it too. But you know what? That part I just want to say because I don't want if Gracia ever figures out that she's Gracia, that didn't happen. But that whole thing was kind of like a metaphor for you had somebody that you know things were going well with,
mm-hmm.
and at times you probably chose something that you know wouldn't work instead, and it didn't make sense. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because when you
Mm-hmm.
look at it, I think all of us have probably been in a situation where we were in a relationship, things didn't go right. You broke up with a person. It's not really clear why it happened, but it happened. And then you watch if you see what went on with their life afterwards and the relationships after, and you say to yourself, but why though? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Why'd you do this?
Yeah, why'd you do this? So it was kind of a thing where I wanted to put something in a book extreme to show how we sabotage ourselves sometimes
She
to not
definitely
feel.
did. And that wasn't even the first time that she did it. Like, even with Tito, how
Mhm.
did you, why are you with him, ma'am? How did we get to the place where you went from, the nice author, single dad to the drug dealing, Tito guy that wants to beat your tail and you got to pull guns on him. Like, how did we get here?
How did we
And
get
that's who
here?
you had a baby with.
That's
That's
the
your baby daddy. And it's giving that you went and got pregnant at a very grown age. Like, you can kind of get a pass when you have a bad baby mama or a
yeah.
bad baby daddy and you like 20. You be like, okay, who knew? But once you get to that a piece of 30 something,
Right.
knocking on 40 and you 40, like, you can't have a terrible baby daddy or a baby mama.
No,
We
no,
can't do this.
no,
It's
no.
not
You can't.
acceptable.
And now that part of it is a lot of it is on the lines of reality where people even warn Gracia, don't do this. This is not wise. So you see things and people do things, and that's one of the things I do in my books, right? My characters, I love when people say their characters frustrated them, and because I'll be like, me too, because you watch these things play out and they make absolutely no sense. Like, why would you do this?
Why did
Right?
you do that? What are we
Right.
doing? We're too old for
Right.
this.
Right. Right.
But you
Right.
know what's so crazy is I ain't gonna say we folks be grown making bad decisions.
Yes. I
It
listen,
is that's just real.
I am a grown man who've lived a lot of life, right? And from time to time, I occasionally make bad decisions for all kind of reasons.
Yeah, yeah. Well, make bad decisions, like different bad decisions. Don't
Different
make
bad
the same
decisions, the
bad
same
decision
bad
over and over.
decision, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's because that's not a good look. And we do have a question in the chat. The
Okay.
Georgia husband situation. Now, was that scenario based on something in real life
Yeah,
or
something similar. Yeah, bad
oh,
business. Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna mess
bad
around and
business.
want names. Okay.
Bad business. Yeah, something not. It's probably exaggerated. Well, it
Mm-hmm.
is exaggerated, but it's real. And then you say to yourself, like for example, I was always an overprotective dad, right? Not because not because, let's say my ex, she moved on, she got married, whatever. Not for the sake of being overprotective, like to be spiteful. And I still need to know this person, and I still need to feel them out. And if I'm uncomfortable with them, then not my kids ain't gonna be around, right? Because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
the person in love can't see certain things in the person they're in love with. But
Dang,
you
yeah.
on the outside, you're like, eh. And I'm an objective person. Like I was never the possessive dude, right? When I was young, my uncle told me once, like when my uncle saw, I was a young boy, I'm dating, whatever. He said, listen, you don't own anybody. You're not a jail warden, right? Nobody belongs to you. People, they're gonna do what they want. You have to allow them the freedom to
Yeah.
choose. So I'm the type of man that you have to choose me. If you don't choose me, it's cool. Because I can't force you. I
Right.
can't love you into loving me if it's not meant to be. That's where you get that quote from a lot of guys like, "Oh, nice guys finish last." No, bro, that's not what it is. What you're doing is you're trying to do all the right things to guilt her into feeling bad by not feeling a connection with you. You could do quote unquote all the right things, but you not for her. Recognize
Yes.
that and move along, right? A
Mm-hmm.
woman will check your temperature too when you playing nice guy. She'll do something and see how you react to it, right? The nice guys act like, oh, that's okay. No, it's not, bro. They're just waiting until y'all is, and then she's gonna see a different version of you. So just because someone says it, I always I'm wary of people that say, oh, I'm a nice guy, I'm a nice person. We'll see. I'm a human being. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Because if we dating and you do something and I don't like it, I'm gonna speak up. It's up, right? So that we have an understanding.
Boom. I agree. I
It's up,
agree.
right? So the
When
nice
you
guys
are
finish last
something,
is
you
not
usually don't
that.
have to tell a person.
Right. It's a matter of that person is not for you. Stop forcing it. Right. People have choice. There's something innately wrong when you hear a man say, "Oh, nice guy, I'm a nice guy, and she didn't want me." No, she has choice. Just because you want her doesn't mean that she has to want you.
I'm so glad to hear you say that because you know what? I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
because people
see it
will
the same.
they'll set their sights on somebody and be that determined. Yo, just because you want that person don't mean they want you like that. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
We all ain't supposed to be together. We all don't match. Keep it pushing and find somebody that is for you. It's that simple.
Listen, it's the word on this evening. Okay. Keith Kareem got a word for the people on this evening. He said every person is not your person. And we
Yeah,
gonna have to be okay with that. Huh? Come
that's
on
it.
then, Keith Kareem. Yes. Listen, they said preach.
Hmm.
Preach. Okay, yep, that's a word, y'all. So we get all this goodness from the novel Time Doesn't Stop for Broken Clocks. You all, we are here getting this knowledge dropped on us by author Keith Kareem Williams. I know we getting to the final moments of the interview. And let me tell y'all what I've been doing. I have been trying to figure out how to get on this other device because when I tell you that I'm on 2% on here,
Oh,
I'm on
okay.
2%. So, and I ain't trying to make this drop out on us because we need to make sure that
Okay.
we have us some good closure. So
Hmm.
if you hear me be like, you know what, okay, so we can go ahead and wrap this thing up, then
Okay.
just know that it is most definitely not because I'm not enjoying this conversation and the
Okay.
folks in the chat isn't either. But yeah, I got 2%, and I thought I was gonna be able to just hop onto another device real quick and keep it
Okay.
moving. And it's acting like it don't want to act
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So that's that on that. So um
Hmm.
I'm checking the chat here. Make sure I didn't miss any of the questions that we have. Um Gracious, self-destructive.
Hmm.
Um Listen, let's see. We need a think like a man act like a woman segment with Keith. You know what? I agree with you,
I'm with
Edwin.
it. I'm with it.
And let me tell you something. That's a big deal because something that I don't like to do on public platforms, I'll have certain conversations in, private
Yeah.
company, but I don't talk about men are from Mars, women are from Venus type of conversations on public platforms. It just
Right.
feels a little divisive to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really be trying to engage in them types of
Yeah.
conversations,
The gender
but
wars. Yeah, I'm not with
I'm
it.
feeling like Ebony, I think he might be the one where we can have some conversation that doesn't have to feel like that.
No,
You
honest
know?
discord. Because that's my issue when I look around like social media. There's truths in the gender wars on both sides, right?
Yeah.
But what I don't like about it is it's weaponized. It's not designed for understanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they weaponize it. So and they weaponize it and they pander to their audience. So I could sit
Yeah.
here and have a conversation with women and tell them, well, this is what's going on with men. But that's for your understanding, not for me to have the men behind me cheering behind me like an army and to be
Yeah.
divisive. I want us to get along and to love each other. So the things that I say is to promote understanding and a different perspective.
Absolutely. I agree. I definitely agree. And I think we need to make that happen. We could probably do us another ICU chat. I'm
Yeah,
I'm okay with that because
I'm
I
down
would
with it
typically not
anytime.
be okay with the men poking fingers at women, telling them what they should and shouldn't. Women
Yeah,
doing the same thing to men. I don't be feeling that. But if we gonna have us a conversation where each side is gonna listen to the other, and we not about to be talking about all the terribleness of the other
right,
gender, I can deal.
right.
So,
Hmm.
Ebony is the put together. She
Yes,
facilitates all of the things. So,
right.
child, we can talk offline. We can make something happen because
Yes,
time doesn't stop for broken
good
clocks.
class.
Huh? It had a whole lot of conversations that could come from it. So we can
Hmm.
definitely make that happen.
Right.
Um, I do want to give you a chance to because we kind of are towards the end. We do
Yeah.
7 to 8, so we right there at it. So
Okay.
I do want to give you an opportunity
Hmm.
to just kind of talk to everybody a little bit at this point about where they can find you on social media, like where
Okay.
to follow you, where they can purchase your books. Miss
Okay.
Loretta just came in to say good evening to you. So um, you can say hi to her and then just tell
Hey,
everybody
Loretta.
where they can find you.
Yeah. You can find me. I keep my name simple, so you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Snapchat, TikTok. It's at Ream After Dark, one word. Um, if you want to find my books, you can reach out to me, Keith Kareem Williams on Facebook, or at Ream After Dark on any other social media platform. Is at Ream After Dark. We could do where I could, do autograph copies. All my books are on Amazon. Um, I got my Mojo back, so I got some real good books coming up. Some
Wait a
thrillers.
minute. Hold on. You said you got your mojo back.
My Mojo back. Yeah, I
Wait
was.
a minute. You had lost it?
Yeah, like what happened was during the pandemic, I couldn't go out and get my money like I normally do because
Okay.
I still do guerrilla marketing where I take tables outside and I'm in the streets pushing my books. So during the pandemic, I couldn't do this much. So what I ended up doing is I started taking on a lot of freelance work. So I started getting so much freelance work that I'm ghostwriting. I'm doing so much things for other authors that I started to neglect my own work. And then I realized that, wait a minute, I haven't released a book since 2021 of my own. That's crazy. So um, I started with Foreign. I released that a couple weeks ago. And then next is Wildflowers and Bullets, which is an erotic thriller. That's probably the spiciest book I've written up to this point. Because the opening scene, I was like, yo, that's crazy. From the prologue, it just goes. So so between now and towards the end of the year, early next year, I probably have about 4 or 5 books coming out. And I'm just writing and I'm having a good time. So yeah, so I got my mojo back. I can't. I can't hear you, Cam. I can't hear. Yeah.
Bam. I had
There
you
you
on
go.
mute. I was
Okay.
you could see I was switching up stuff. So
Yeah.
just know that ain't nothing gonna cut off on us, y'all. I was
Okay.
able to get life
Yeah, I see
together
you
over
doing the
here, okay?
switch.
How dare I not charge my devices? Shame on me. So now we don't even have to rush you off or nothing like that.
Okay.
So now Ebony is down here, but before I do that part, I do want to just remind everybody that I see you reading and social network. We did celebrate 14
14 years.
years of literary bliss with one another. And so we had us a magnificent time this past weekend. And we are so glad that we got to have such a great book that we could celebrate our 14th with. So
I'm on like I'm no for real. Like it means a lot to me that y'all would, on your anniversary. Thank you. I want to thank y'all a lot too because when you guys post the quotes from the book along with it, I smile every time because it's a reminder that all right, I did my, thank you, thank you,
mhm.
thank you.
Mhm.
I value that even more than
Mhm.
awards that I have on myself. So I appreciate
Oh.
y'all. I do, because it means that when I'm writing, it's not that at this point I have confidence. I know I'm a good writer, but when you guys pick out certain lines and certain quotes that stood out to you from the books, it just gives me confidence to know that all right, you on the right track, you doing your thing, and I appreciate
Mhm.
it because I'll be needing this sometimes.
Absolutely.
I'll be needing it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that we have been able to do that for you.
Yeah,
I'm glad we've been able to have this conversation on this evening. And I'm looking forward to Ebony putting together
yeah,
whatever we about to do. So
yeah,
you can probably be on the lookout for
yeah,
her to drop in your inbox because you know she's gonna be on it. Okay. So be on the
yeah,
lookout for that. Everybody else, y'all do the same. And if you have not written your review for Time Doesn't Stop for Broken Clocks, then make sure that you head over to either Goodreads or Amazon and you do that. If you have not grabbed up a copy, make sure that you do that. And then, as far as I see you reading and social network goes, we have our page that you can follow. We have all kind of good stuff over there. I see you reading and social network, the page. Then we have the actual group, which is I see you reading and chatting. That group is amazing. It is awesome. We do all kind of fun literary
hmm
things over there. And you want to make sure that you are a part of the group. So it is on Facebook. Make sure that you have joined. And then lastly, but certainly not least, me. Okay. So y'all, I am Tam telling tales.
yeah,
And I am your friendly book reviewer and vlogger and interviewer and mediator and moderator. And I be doing some things, y'all. Okay.
yeah,
And so I would love for you all to make sure that you are following me on all social media networks. Tam Telling Tales. Anywhere that you go, that will be me. We also have merchandise available. This hat right here that I got on, you may or may not be able to see that says read a book. Boom,
hmm
right there. We have these. We have them in black. We have them in white. We've got t-shirts as well.
yeah,
So the website is down on the bottom of the screen. Feel free to head over there, grab you up a little something. And I think without further ado, we can probably do the official sign off for the night.
yeah. Thanks for having me. Congratulations to you ladies for your 14. That's a big deal. I hope y'all know. I hope
14 years.
y'all really know.
14 years is massive. That's a lot, you know. And I got this reminder. See, this is why I love them so much because they're gonna have my back. They're gonna make sure I remember the things. November the 2nd, people.
Yeah,
Here in Detroit, we have the movie premiere of We Still Family coming up. Now, the awesome thing about this premiere is that the writer of this film is a member of ICU Reading and Chatting. They are an author that has been writing for several years. They now have this film coming out that is India Williams. And you know what else she did, y'all? Put me in a movie. What?
What?
Okay, say hello to Yvette. Okay, I'm Tam telling
Okay.
tales in the evenings. I'm Tamara during the day, and baby, in this movie, I'm gonna be Yvette. All right. So, if you have not gotten tickets, and you're in the Detroit area, November 2nd, that is when the premiere will be. Grab you up some tickets. We're gonna be talking about it all over social media. And even if you can't make it, then it's gonna stream, and then that would mean you gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. This is why you gotta be following
Congratulations.
me.
That's
All this
awesome.
other stuff. So thank you. Thank you. So I think now we can actually formally end our evening. I'm gonna let you go. And so what we typically do over here, Keith Kareem, is
Mhm.
that I do a little sign off, right? And I say,
Okay.
I'm Tam, I'm telling tales, and then you come and right to the camera, however you want to say it, you say, read a book.
All right.
You ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Ready?
You guys, I'm Tam. I'm telling tales.
I'm Keith Kareem Williams. Read a book.